Hey guys, welcome back to Sultry Makeup. This is Italia. Today I have my monthly favorites, and these are products that I've been loving and using a lot in the month of July. I know it's like pretty early in August, so I don't feel terribly bad about putting this up just now. So I'll try to go through these pretty quickly. I'm not going to take too much time because I do have quite a bit to show you guys. So the first item that I'm going to talk about is actually a skincare item, and this is something that I have been enjoying actually since May, and I discovered this through my Glossybox subscription service. And if you guys don't know what Glossybox is, I'll leave links to the 2 or 3 Glossybox videos that I've filmed so far so you can kind of get an idea of what it is and what kind of products you get. So I discovered the Clarista Retexturizing Gel. I don't know if you guys can see that. And the sample size that we got, or the deluxe sample size that we got in our Glossybox, was this size right here, which is half a fluid ounce. And then I love their product so much that I decided to go ahead and purchase it. And actually, a day or two before I was set on purchasing it, I got an email from, I think it was Clarista directly or Glossybox, and Clarista was giving like a, I think it was 35% off coupon if you wanted to order, you know, the full size. So I went ahead and took advantage of the 35% off, and I bought the full size. And the full size is 4 fluid ounces, and it actually came with 2 minis. So you pretty much got 5 fluid ounces worth of product for, I want to say it was around $50, a little bit or under $50, which I thought was a really great value. And I can't tell you guys enough about this product. If you guys want me to do like a separate review or in-depth talk through about this product, just go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'd be more than happy to do that, because this has become like my holy grail exfoliant. And if you suffer from KP, this works awesome on your body as well. You don't need a lot of product either, which is really good because it means it's going to last you well, considering it is pretty expensive. Okay. Next I'm going to talk about, I guess it's kind of another skincare item, and this is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. And this particular one that I have is a limited edition scent. They're all sold out, and it's the rose scent. And I actually have 2 other ones that I picked up once they were back in stock, I think like a few weeks later or something. And I've been really enjoying it. Again, I'm not one of those people that like are into really heavy rose scents, but this was awesome. And more often than not, I use my Fix Plus to kind of like, once I take off my makeup, the makeup removers that I use are like very oil based. So my skin, my eye area still feels greasy. And if I'm going to put makeup on, that's not really what you want. So I usually take a cotton pad and spritz some Fix Plus on it. And then I wipe my eye area, and it's totally prepped and ready for, you know, eye primer and eyeshadow and all that good stuff. So again, this was a limited edition scent, so you probably won't be able to get it at a fair price. I'm sure people are selling these online for $40–50, which I think is kind of ridiculous because, again, Fix Plus isn't something that's going to like make your makeup last longer or anything. It's not like a makeup setting spray, but it is a nice product. So if you can find it like at a CCO at some point, or if you can find it somewhat close to what the retail price is, I do definitely recommend this rose scent. Talking about makeup setting sprays, one that I have kind of like rediscovered recently is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. And I think I showed this to you guys in a recent makeup haul. I got the mini. I had the mini years and years ago, and I used it, and then eventually I just kind of forgot about it. So I decided to pick it up again, and I did use it today. And I really like it. This is one product that I will definitely stand by, and I do recommend to any of you, especially if you have oily skin. It doesn't necessarily like control oil or anything like that, but it does make your makeup stay on longer. So I think this is a fantastic product. So if you're looking for a new makeup setting spray and things like Fix Plus aren't working for you, because technically that's not what it is, try this. And you know, a lot of places have the mini, so you can get the mini first, make sure you really like it, and then you can go ahead and splurge on the full size, or just keep buying mini so that the product stays a little bit more fresh. Okay, next product is the Beauty So Clean Cosmetic Sanitizer Mist. I'm seriously down like halfway through the bottle, which is kind of ridiculous because it's a huge bottle. It's 8.5 fluid ounces, and I actually bought this several months ago. I can't remember how long ago I bought it, but I got it from Namie's. And this is fantastic. It disinfects all of your makeup. You can spray it on pretty much anything. And I've actually been using it a lot kind of like as a spot cleaner for my brushes because it dries super, super fast. It dries a lot faster than like my MAC brush cleanser. I still use this, but I've been reaching for this more often, you know, than my MAC brush cleanser, just because it dries really fast and like it gets all of the makeup off, especially like when I use my like 242 brushes to clean up under my brows. It gets the concealer out just perfectly, and the brush is ready to use, you know, in like a minute or so. So that's awesome. And then going in the whole brush theme, I've been really enjoying the Blender Cleanser Solid. This is the Beauty Blender cleaner stuff, and I did use it to clean my beauty blender, and I thought I did an okay job. I wasn't expecting the sponge to be so stained, so it does kind of like the sponge will stain. And I haven't used this like enough yet to say it's a favorite, but so far I do like it. The times that I have used it, it's just like not really convenient for me to use because I'm just not always near the sink, and when I do my makeup, more often than not, I'm in a hurry, so my brushes just get the job done. But I really, really like this to actually clean my makeup brushes, which I don't know how like cost effective it's going to be to use this to clean my brushes because I have a really big brush collection, but I feel like it gets all of the makeup off. My brushes feel clean. They don't feel like stripped or anything like that. I've used some like, you know, I've used different things to clean my brushes with, and some make the bristles feel like really like dry, but that one is really, really nice. So if you have, you know, maybe a smaller brush collection, if you have, you know, this cleanser, you're not really too crazy about it to use with the Beauty Blender, try it with your brushes and you might really like it. Now I do have some actual brushes that I wanted to mention. This is the 135 from MAC. It's a relatively new brush, and I really like this for like light dustings of powder or even like bronzer, because it does come to like a point here. You can use the tip of it, or you can use the flat side to apply powder. So I really, really like this brush. I've been reaching for this a lot more than like my MAC 129, which is really old, and it's, I don't know, it's shaped kind of funny and it gets scratchy. I think just because all the years that I just cleaned it with, you know, brush cleanser and not like shampoo and everything, it kind of like made the bristles a little stiff and scratchy. I still use the brush, still love it, but this is like my new favorite powder brush. So if you're on the hunt for a new powder brush, I definitely recommend this one. It's really, really nice. It's super soft. Okay, so I will wait and talk about that brush with some other products that I'm going to mention. Then I have 4 eyeshadow brushes. 3 of them are new. One is an oldie that I just kind of like started using again this month, and this is my MAC 219. It's just a pencil brush, but I've been using it a lot to smudge like my eyeliner. Like I used it today to smudge my eyeliner under my lash line, and I really like it. I kind of stopped using it for a long time, and you know, more often than not when I was doing my eyeliner, I wouldn't really like smudge it under my eyes. I kind of just took my finger and just kind of rubbed it a little bit and called it a day. But I've been using that a lot recently, and I really, really like it. Another brush that I like to use to blend shadow or liner under my eyes is the MAC 228, and it's just a really, really tiny little shader brush. This is it here compared to like a MAC 239. So it's a really, really tiny little detailer brush, but it's nice again to smudge anything or like to place color like in a, you know, very precisely. The next one is the MAC 233, and this is one of those like double-sided kind of brushes. It has like a synthetic brush bristle on one side and like a natural hair bristle brush on the other side, and I've really been enjoying this. It's really easy to kind of like flip back and forth. You know, I use it with like cream shadows, or like when I use like a wet shadow or pigment, and then just kind of flip it over on the other side and pat the product on dry, or, you know, something else on top. So it's a really cool brush. It makes doing my makeup a lot faster because I don't have to like wipe off my brush. I can just flip it over and it's good to go. And then the last brush that I wanted to mention is the MAC 221. Again, this is one of like the newer brushes that I've recently purchased. I don't know if they're going to make it like a permanent brush. but I hope so because I absolutely love this. I think I have like 4 of these, so just in case it's not permanent, I have backups. So this is a perfect little brush. It's very precise. If you have small eyes, this is a perfect blending brush. And even if you don't, if you like to do, you know, very detailed work, it's small enough where it's going to blend product, but it's still going to be very precise. So, okay, that's that. Next up, I just wanted to, again, talk about these Makeup Forever primers. I did use these in my complete face routine, which I will be linking in the description box below as well in case you want to see that. And like I have 4 of these, but I think the 2 like that stand out to me the most are, the first one is the Radiant Primer, and this is the yellow one, and this is the one that I used today. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting like a little bit more of a tan, but I feel like the yellow one is a little bit more brightening on my skin right now than the peach. And then the other one is the mattifying primer. I didn't actually use this today. I just wanted to see, you know, how the makeup would hold up with just using, you know, this on its own. But I do really like it. I do think that it helps control the shine. I do get oily though, like eventually, so it doesn't like keep you matte all day long or anything, but it is a really nice primer. I took a little bit of getting used to it first. At first, I think the consistency, like it was coming out really dry or something. It was just not laying nicely on the skin, but as I'm like working my way through the tube, the consistency is a little bit smoother, a little bit easier to work with. So if you're looking for a new mattifying primer, if you have combination or oily skin, and if you have a Sephora nearby, be sure to get a sample of it and, you know, try it out. So a new foundation that I've been using a lot recently is the new Pro Longwear Waterproof Foundation. And the color that I am right now, I'm not wearing it today. I should have been, but I'm not. The color that I'm, you know, that matches me right now is NC42. And it's just like a tad bit dark. But considering I have a lot of color like all over my body right now, it's definitely the better match. I was using the NC35, but it was kind of light for me. And now as I've been, you know, out in the sun a lot more, it's definitely way too light. So I'd probably have to, you know, if I do decide to get the foundation, I'd have to buy the NC35 and the 42 and then just kind of mix them together. I don't know if I'll be buying it anytime soon. I just have a little sample that I've been using, but so far I really like it. So if you guys want me to talk a little bit more about this foundation, because it is relatively new, let me know and I'd be more than happy to do a little, you know, review of this foundation. Okay, quickly, I'm just going to go over these products. Again, I did a video recently on like my updated brow routine, and this eyeshadow is just like perfect for my eyebrows. It was a limited edition color. It's Striped Wild Hot, or whatever. MAC has a blush right now called Frankly Scarlet, which is very similar, and I've actually tried it at work and it looks and performs just the same. So if you have like, you know, red, like dyed hair, obviously not natural red, but if you have like red hair and if you're looking for a color to use in your brows, that would definitely last you forever if you got the blush from MAC, because it's a really huge pan. And again, just with my stud brow pencil, it's like my holy grail combination for my brows right now. Then 2 shadows, or I guess a shadow that really stood out to me this month that was new to me, was the Stila Magnificent Metals eyeshadows. And I have 2 colors, and the one that I'm wearing today, I have it under another product that I will be showing you in just a minute. But the one that I'm wearing today is Kitten. And these are super glittery, kind of chunky, a little bit hard to work with sometimes, like cream eyeshadows. They do come with like a little mixing medium thing to use with it. I haven't tried it with that. I've just been using it dry, but it is kind of creamy. So I've just been smoothing it out on, you know, on my lid with my finger and then just pat a shadow on top. Sometimes I just use it on its own, but I feel like I get a little bit more fallout throughout the day if I don't put something over it. And then the other color that I purchased is called Metallic Emerald. I don't know if you guys can tell how jacked up this one is, but this one came really like dried out and crumbly. So it's like, like half of it is usable. The other half is just like really dry and crumbly. So I called Stila customer service and they sent me a new one, which I do have in my backup drawer, but I wanted to try to use this as best I could, before opening the other one. But those are awesome if you like really glittery, really shimmery shadows with like less fallout than your traditional powder shadow. I would definitely recommend those too. Okay, and then what I'm wearing on my eyes on top of that Stila eyeshadow is the relatively new Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop, and this is the collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. Everybody has this. Everyone's like, oh my god. I can't lie. I was one of those people, not because it was Jaclyn Hill, but because it's a new color. And this is my very first Becca highlighter, and the quality is fantastic. The color is beautiful. I'm wearing it on my cheekbones as well, and like on my eyes, so it's definitely like a multi-use product. You can use it pretty much anywhere. So I'm really, really happy with it. I've been using this a lot. And then the other two highlighters that I've been using a lot recently are the Laura Geller Baked, they have a huge, long, ridiculous name, Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator. And I have both of the colors. I have Gilded Honey and Ballerina. And I actually bought these before I applied for the Laura Geller Pro discount program, which I'm kicking myself in the butt for, but oh well. So I did pay full price for these, but now that I have the Laura Geller discount, it's 40% off. So if I do decide to purchase more in the future, they'll be discounted. But these are awesome highlighters. They are a lot smaller than like I thought they would be. Just for a quick reference here, this is a MAC blush, and this is the Laura Geller. So they're smaller than a MAC blush. Size-wise, 4.5. Yeah, they have less product than a MAC blush too. The consistency at first was kind of weird. They felt like really stiff at first, but once you like work through the top layer of the product, it's like really pigmented and smooth and silky, and they're very, very like metallic shiny. So you definitely want to use these with the light hand. Again, if you guys want a separate video on these two highlighters, leave a comment below and I'd be more than happy to do it. I might just end up doing it anyway, just, so people can see what both look like, 'cause they are, they are different. And then my favorite brush that I've been using with like these highlighters is my MAC 184 fan brush, and this is a pro brush, so you can only get it online or at MAC Pro stores. I think it's about $24, but it's a perfect fan brush. I love this even for blush. If I have a blush that's like really, really pigmented and then I have to use with the light hand, a lot of times I use it with this kind of brush and just kind of like really lightly fan it like on my cheeks. But this is like perfect for highlighter. Like, oh my god, I love this brush. It's amazing. Okay, moving on. Liquid lipsticks. I've been super into liquid lipsticks lately, and the ones that I have purchased more of are the Kat Von D ones. I have only one of the Anastasia ones. All of the other colors, like, they were nice, but I didn't think they were anything like unique. Like, I have a lot of like bright lipsticks and stuff, but I don't wear them very often. I like more subtle lip looks. So the one that I've been wearing a lot is Lolita. Everybody has this one. I like the color. I'm not really crazy about the texture. It's kind of sheer and you have to build it up compared to like the other ones that I have. And then the other two that I recently bought are Bow and Arrow and Noble. I'm actually wearing Noble today. I kind of did like a little lip cocktail. I layered like 3 or 4 different products to get this color, but I like it. They do take a little while to set, I feel, especially if you layer them like over other lip products. So I guess like that's the only downside, that some of these take like a long time to dry. But they last a really long time, and I think they're just fantastic products. And now I'm getting towards the end here. 2 fragrances that I wear a lot. Well, one of them I just started wearing in the summer. I like very like kind of fresh, kind of fruity, kind of smells, I don't know, I'm terrible at describing scents, but Ralph by Ralph Lauren is like one of my all-time favorite scents. Oh my god, it just smells, I don't know, I can't explain it. If you have this, you know what I mean. Like it just smells like summer to me. So I absolutely love that. I wear that a lot, especially during the summer. And then the other one I recently got, and this is Gucci Envy Me. And this is, you know, a perfume that I got from Scentbird. So if you are interested in Scentbird or want to learn a little bit more about Scentbird, I'll be putting a link to them in the description box below, and I'll link the video as well. I talked a little bit more about the video and about the perfume in the video and how you can choose your perfume and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm sorry this was such a long video. I know I don't do these favorites videos like consistently every month, but I just feel silly coming on here and showing you 2 or 3 things. I kind of like to wait until I've tried enough products that's like worth making a video for. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you have, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.